Good afternoon. My name is Yvonne Spicer. I am here today on behalf of Council. I have traveled out here today along with Theresa Somerton, who is on the board of Community Living Ontario, and Colin MacDonald, my friend and former resident of HRC, Huronia Regional Centre. Council is a part of Community Living Ontario. We are a group of 13 elected members representing all regions of the province. Council members' job is to speak up and raise the voice of people who are often ignored or who cannot speak for themselves or are afraid to speak up. Many of you are here today know the history of Huronia Regional Centre. Many of you know it was once called the Hospital for Idiots. What a terrible and disgusting name. It was a name that showed total disrespect and hatred of all people with intellectual disabilities. As terrible as the name, the place itself that was even worse. Theresa and I recently took a tour of HRC, Huronia Regional Centre, and saw for ourselves what a horrible place it was. Colin MacDonald, here today, certainly knows how horrible it was. On the tour, we were shown a room and were told how people were piled all together. They also showed us a place where everyone showered together without privacy. What a terrible life this must have been for people forced to live there. I can't even imagine myself living there. People should not have been locked up as prisoners. How could a place like Huronia ever be built? I think I know how. It was built because people like myself, Theresa, and Colin were not seen as people. We were not seen as people to be valued, or to be loved, or to be respected, or comforted when we were sad. The people at Huronia were not seen as people who had dreams and desires. But people did have dreams and desires like you and I have dreams and desires. The people who lived in Huronia were cheated out of a life. Sadly, for people who lived in Huronia, it is too late. You can't go back in time and make life better for them. But if you could go back, would you listen to them? Would you listen to their voices? Would you make their lives better? I hope you would. But I'm sure you would. Because many of you still don't listen to us. But like I said, that is what Council is all about. We speak up for those who cannot speak for ourselves, who are ignored or scared. So I'm here to teach you something today. I am here to teach you that you need to listen to the people who lived in Huronia and do the right thing. Right, Colin? Right. I can't teach you what to do at Huronia because I never lived there. But I can teach you to not repeat your mistakes. I can teach you to listen to the people who lived in Huronia and who are now free in the community. They will tell you what needs to be done. If you value the people who lived in Huronia, you will listen to them and do the right thing. It is your last chance to do finally do the right thing. Thank you. And in my words, blow it up or even replace it with some kind of ceremonial thing for people who lost their lives and are not able to get out like some of them did. Thank you. Theresa, go ahead.
My name is Theresa Somerton from the Board of Directors of Communal Living Ontario. I have heard from a lot of self-advocates who's lived in these places. Yes, I have gone for the tour and seen this building. It's unbelievable what happened in this place. I never was in it, but trust me, I felt bad for people who's actually talked to me and actually feel their fears and upset. It's a stressful thing to go through. And problem is, hopefully we will move forward, not backwards, because if this place is reopened, what I have heard from some people, they want the place blown up and blown up good, or use it for residents, for people who can afford to live out in the community like everybody else in this room. So let's make the right choice right now. Please do it. Because they don't belong back in this institution, and if they do, which they don't want to, but if they do, let's change our motivation. Let's treat them like equal people. And thank you.
Okay, here's a former resident here today. All right, Colin, say it.
I lived there, and I didn't like how I got treated. I was given pills that I didn't need to take because I'm an epileptic. I found out after I got out, they were giving me pills, 10 different kinds of pills to make me forget what went on there.
So if you had a choice, what would you suggest they do, Colin?
Well, I'm not going to repeat what Yvonne and Theresa have said. Tear it down, use it for something else, or use it for low income, people who can't afford expensive places.
Do you need housing?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you.